Hello there, welcome back to Beauty Bee and to my 12-month update for my 2021 Project Pan. It is hard to believe that there is almost exactly 1 month left as I'm filming this. It's crazy to think that it's been a year that I've been working on these products, or not working on these products, as the case may be for some of them. I have very few items actually left in this project, so I think this should be a quick update. Let's move through things as quickly as possible. And we're going to start with the category where I have the least progress. In my lip category, I have 2 products left. I have this Maybelline Almond Rose lipstick. My original goal with this lipstick was to finish it by the end of the year, and that is not going to happen. I mean, maybe I could wear this every day for the next month, and I don't even know what the date is. 2 days, 3 days until it was gone, but no thank you. Starting last month, I kind of accepted that I'm just going to declutter this at the end of the year, however much I have left. I'll try to use it a couple times between now and then, but I'm just not gonna miss this. This was a formula that I really enjoyed back in the day, but I think it is a little bit thicker than it used to be. I think the formula is starting to change a little bit. And I think my preferences have just changed. I've been enjoying something that's a little bit more sheer and a little more glossy, whereas this is very thick, very full color, and just not my preference anymore. So disappointing progress on that one, but I think I've actually used it maybe 2-3 times in the past month. The same cannot be said for this Revlon lipstick. This is the shade Sassy Mauve. It is one of their, why can't I think of the name, super lustrous lipsticks. And the only reason that I know I have used this in the past month is because I can see remnants of another lipstick on it that I don't think were there in the last update. So I must have used it once, probably just to mix with another shade. This one I actually do want to finish someday. The goal with this product was not to finish it. I rolled this in, I think, about halfway through the year, maybe in June or July, with the intention of getting this ready to pan next year. I wanted to finish around half the bullet this year so that I would be set to pan this next year. And I think I've made good progress towards that. I want to use this probably 4 or 5 times over the next month. I think that seems reasonable, and with that, I would feel well set to pan this in 2022. Goodness, 2022 already. Next, let's talk about the other category where I have almost no progress. This is just a hand lotion. I am trying to finish this. I only rolled this in, well, I guess 2 months ago. At the end of September, I was up here. At the end of October, I was down here. And it really hasn't fully settled yet, which is very strange. I haven't used this in at least a day, but I think I'm only about here. I will mark it once it has settled completely. I think I'm right around here, maybe a little bit higher once everything settles down. My lack of progress on this lotion is entirely, I think, due to my fascination with the Boom Boom cream. I got a sample of that quite early on in the month. I may have gotten it just a day or 2 after filming my last update, and immediately it took over all my lotion use until it was gone. So I've really only been using this again for about a week maybe, so I don't think it is likely that I will finish this by the end of the year, but I still have some hope. The same cannot be said for the one shade that I have left in my NYX palette. I am trying to hit pan on all of the shades in this row, but in particular, the one I think I have no chance on is this purple. It's just not gonna happen. I've accepted that at this point. I might roll this into next year's Project Pan just to spite the shade, but It's not going to happen by December 31st, I can tell you that much. However, I have hit pan on this green. I hit it literally the day after I filmed the last update. Before the video had even posted, I had already hit pan, which was a little bit frustrating, but I'm just glad there's pan. It's a tiny little dot. I really only used it maybe once since I hit pan, but I'm just glad to see pan in there. So now I've hit pan in 6 shades in this palette, which I think is fantastic. I've only owned this palette for, what, like 16 months or something? I think that having 6 pans is great. I have 2 other eyeshadows that are left. Well, 2, kind of 1. I did some repressing this month. I will put up a picture of where my Maybelline City Mini palette in Shell Wrench Neutrals was right before I repressed it, which was about a week ago at this point. And I just combined the purple and the gold shades into one pan. This is quite a pretty shade, and I've only used it, I think, twice since I repressed it, but I've really enjoyed it both times. It made this sort of pinky gold, very pretty, a little bit on the deeper side of what I would generally think of as a pink gold, which I think is interesting and really pretty. And there is not a whole lot in here. I think that especially if I'm using it as an all-over lid shade, which is definitely how I see myself using this color, I think I might actually be able to finish this by the end of the year, but it'll be close. I think I'm up for the challenge. I'm gonna go for it. And then the last item that is still in this project again got repressed, and again I will put up a picture of where it was a week ago when I repressed it. This is my Wet n Wild Rosé Champagne blush. I had quite a bit of pan in this, and then the container was breaking on me. I don't want to be putting tiny little bits of broken plastic on my cheeks. So I guess it's better than on my eyes. Still, not ideal. So I repressed it into this pan, and wow, does it look intimidating here. I had so much pan in this product, and now it looks so full. I mean, certainly this is less full than the other products in here, and I'm certain that I didn't do a fabulous job of repressing. I mean, you can definitely see the little pieces around the edge. But I have used this a couple times. I'm wearing a lot of it today, actually, though it's been several hours since I put on my makeup at this point, so I don't know how much of it is still left. It turned out really well. I think this is a little bit softer pressed than it was previously, which makes sense because I'm not a great repressor. So my goal is to pan this in 2022, and that felt a lot more achievable before I repressed this, but hopefully I will start seeing some good progress relatively quickly here. I don't know. I know there's no difference in the amount of product. It just feels different to be looking at an almost full pan versus my half-emptied pan that I was working on before. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I will link the playlist of all of my updates for this project, well, my introduction and probably a couple other videos I'm not thinking of, up in the cards in case you were interested. And I hope you'll consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed. Thank you so much, and I really hope that I will see you in my next video. Bye!